Attention all operators on countdown 1. This is the final go, no go for flight 2 of Starship. Again, our T0 is at 7 a.m. Central. Raptor 1.
Go.
Raptor 2.
Go.
Stage 1.
Go.
Stage 2.
Go.
Copy, go for flight. Clock is rolling. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff.
Today, SpaceX stands unrivaled as the biggest and most prolific private space entity in America and, indeed, the world. The company's head honcho is at the heart of the company's unprecedented rise and ambition, and the best is seemingly yet to come. However, competition has always been the cornerstone of most thriving private sectors, and SpaceX may be faced with some formidable opposition to its burgeoning monopoly. Today's video shines a light on the company's chief rivals and how they plan to topple Musk & Co. From the pinnacle of the space industry, let's get started. Contrary to popular belief, SpaceX is not a very young company. SpaceX was actually founded in 2002, but its rise to prominence coincided with founder Elon Musk's rise to fame following the success of the electric vehicle company Tesla. The story of SpaceX began after Musk's attempts at acquiring intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBM, from Russia fell flat. Musk originally intended to modify the missiles and repurpose them for Robert Zubrin's Mars Society, where he himself was a board member. At a 2001 Mars Society board meeting, Musk proposed a project called Mars Oasis, which sought to land a greenhouse on the Red Planet and grow plants there. However, these plans were forced to take an indefinite backseat after the Russians denied Musk access to ICBMs. Spurred on by the rejection, Musk decided to build his own rockets from scratch, and he set up shop in a warehouse in El Segundo, California in 2002. SpaceX was born. Musk's original goal for the company was to create affordable and reusable space vehicles and launch facilities that would lower the cost of spacefaring while upping reliability. The company's first rocket, the Falcon 1, was developed at a cost of $90 million. The heads of SpaceX were ready to approach the US government and prove their viability as a successor to the Space Shuttle program, which was nearing its end. However, NASA was already in a sole source contract with Kistler Aerospace for launch systems. In 2004, SpaceX quickly approached the Government Accountability Office, GAO, to get this contract voided. To avoid messy legal proceedings and negative publicity, NASA quickly backed out of its contract with Kistler and formed the Commercial Orbital Transportation Services (COTS) program. COTS was basically meant to award contracts to companies based on merit and cost efficiency. NASA had long been in the public's crosshairs for suspected overspending of taxpayer dollars. Under COTS, SpaceX was given $400 million to develop and demonstrate a viable spacecraft for crew and cargo missions to the International Space Station, ISS. After 3 disastrous failed launches, near bankruptcy, and many sleepless nights, Musk and SpaceX finally got off the ground in 2008. Falcon 1 was viable, and SpaceX was on its way to becoming NASA's biggest private collaborator. Today, SpaceX has since carried out 13 crewed space flights and 9 cargo flights to the ISS with its Dragon spacecraft series. There have also been nearly 6,000 Starlink satellites launched into orbit. The company's rise and ability to achieve its goal of reusable vehicles is already bearing fruit. NASA, which had become reliant on Russian Soyuz rockets, is now saving billions by sending its astronauts to space aboard SpaceX vehicles. SpaceX has also relocated to a mega facility in Brownsville, Texas. Starbase is a constant hub of activity, from rocket building, hauling components, and testing to erecting new buildings and launch pads. The facility covers an area of nearly 100 acres, and there are about 2,100 employees working there. Musk himself often claims that SpaceX is where he spends most of his time.
How do you spend your days now? Like, what do you allocate most of your time to?
My time is mostly split
Well, it's between SpaceX and Tesla.
The company's central project at the moment is Starship, Musk's long-planned alternative to the missiles Russia denied him. The gateway to Mars is going through rigorous testing and has already carried out 3 test launches. Starship will also likely play a major role in taking humans back to the moon under NASA's Artemis program. Naturally, SpaceX's aggressive innovation and launch cadences have inspired rivals, new and old, to step up and challenge for the throne. The Falcon 9 heavy lift rocket seems to be the primary target for major competitors. In early 2024, Rocket Lab, Blue Origin, and the United Launch Alliance, ULA, announced their own heavy lift launch vehicles. Doubtless, the US Department of Defense, DoD, will be licking its lips at the prospect of increased competition in this segment, as competition tends to drive prices down. Frequent DoD collaborators, Lockheed Martin and Boeing, the main entities behind the ULA, are expected to undercut SpaceX's Dragon spacecraft and ferry NASA astronauts and payloads to the ISS at cheaper rates. NASA has exclusively used SpaceX's vehicles since 2020, so the ULA has a golden opportunity to steal a march. Boeing in particular could use a big win following the recent controversy surrounding its planes. However, problems with these missions could cause irreparable damage to the Boeing brand. Jeff Bezos is also eyeing a chunk of the internet satellite market for himself. The Blue Origin and Amazon chief has recently injected $10 billion into launching satellites, but details are still pending. Additionally, Blue Origin's New Glenn rocket, which also has a reusable booster stage, is scheduled for launch in 2024. However, its launch cadence is yet to be determined. In 2023, SpaceX's Falcon 9 took off 96 times, an unprecedented cadence. The truth is that while these rival companies are making respectable efforts, there is still a long way to go before they pose legitimate threats to SpaceX. SpaceX is armed with customer confidence, loads of cash reserves, facilities, and an impressive unity of purpose under a strong, borderline-obsessed leader. Jeff Bezos, for example, has displayed a strong interest in space ventures, but he can hardly be described as obsessed like Musk often is. One potential way to chisel SpaceX's grip on the space industry is through specialization. Firefly Aerospace, a company which specializes in launching small payloads like satellites for companies, is one example. Firefly's model focuses on customers who want to launch smaller satellites without being forced to rush or delay to fit in with SpaceX's batch flights. Time will tell if such approaches will work. For now though, SpaceX remains the private sector's top dog. That concludes today's video. Thank you again for watching. We hope you leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to the channel for more space-related news. Bye for now.